So there's this guy that did a, comedy skit about reparations, basically. And, we talk about, why it's important to focus on lineage-based reparations, because you're going to have some people try to come over and do what this guy is going to kind of joke about. Let's roll that short clip.
Hey, good morning, my brother.
Oh, no, it's okay, man. I know black. You want to hear Drake, Nicki Minaj, Kendrick Lamar? Oh, no, it's okay. I know black. Want to go see that new color purple with us? Oh, no, it's okay. I know black. Breaking news. Reparations of $450,000 will be paid to every black person in America. Hello? I make a very big mistake. I black. I very black.
Now, when I first saw that, you all know good and well that would actually happen if they would say, hey, we're going to pay reparations to all black people in America. You're going to have people that's coming in from the diaspora saying, oh, I'm black, I need reparations too. But we know, especially with the decision with the Supreme Court, affirmative action, is that anything you do race-based can be challenged. This is why we talked about lineage-based reparations. Lineage. If we're not going to talk about lineage, then leave it alone. It cannot be race-based. Now, you have people like Boule Martin that gets mad about lineage-based anything. He gets upset about it. 1 minute he says we not getting nothing. And, he's in Democrat circles. So when he tell you you ain't getting, and he used an expletive, right? That's really how they feel. I mean, I'm not mad at Boule Martin saying that when he rolls with them people constantly. He's at the luncheons with them and they telling him to his face, literally, we ain't giving them nothing. So I'm not really upset actually when he said that, because a lot of people got upset when he said that, but he's really only speaking, for the Democrat Party when he say things like that. But at one point in time in history, people had said that we would never get off the slavery plantation fields of America. It would neuld happen. You'll be a slave today, a slave tomorrow, a slave forever. And what happened? We are not on the plantation fields of America. At one point in time, they said we would never get out of Jim Crow. We'll never get out of that. We're going to live that segregation. We're going to live it all. That's all our lot in life. What ended up happening, our brothers and sisters start putting foot to pavement and foot to butt in this country and got out of that. We're dealing with the issues of today. People say that, no, y'all not going to get reparations. Then it's going to happen. Because if we got off the plantation fields, which was much harder to get off of, when we got out of Jim Crow, it took definitely a lot more work, a lot more effort, and a lot of our ancestors lost their lives trying to fight for us to get out of Jim Crow and everything that come with it. Then reparations is not hard, because we saw during the pandemic that all it takes for them to do is to send the money, because they gave trillions of dollars out during the pandemic, not once, but twice. So much so that scammers all over the world was getting in on some of that money, right? So reparations can be done. And the thing is, you have to speak that into existence. See, one thing they want you to do is get quiet, because if you call those things that be not as though they were, understand, you're going to make it happen. Your mouth can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's why you got to watch what you say about yourself. Watch what you speak over your children, speak over your family. Don't let a bunch of people come around you with all kind of negativity, speaking all kind of, ill things around you. It's because you don't want them words circulating at all around you, right? So listen, when it comes to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, I'm gonna tell you something. We got love for you. Y'all our cousins. We get it. But it's the thing. Because when we had this conversation, some people are like, well, why y'all feel that way? Listen, when we get our reparations, it's going to be a ripple effect. When we get it, then the British going to have to give reparations. The French going to have to give reparations. Everyone going to have to give reparations. Y'all going to get it. Caribbean, y'all going to get it, right? Just like when we dealt with, racism, white supremacy in the 60s, and we fought and did the things that we had to do in the 60s, it became a ripple effect throughout the world. Then all those African countries, one by one, got, I would say, so-called independence, minus like South Africa. You know, they were still under apartheid until 1994. But the majority of those African nations got their independence during that time period. A lot of people look at our struggle, our movements to piggyback off of to fight for freedom. You understand? So if we can get reparations, listen, at one point in time, they was dismissing reparations, laughing at us. Now you got African leaders talking about they want reparations, you know, from the Western world. When we was told that we being lazy, we was told to pull ourselves by our bootstraps, and we clearly see that these other groups that come in here never have to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. On the podcast we made last night, on the Phillip Scott podcast, make sure you go over there and check it out. The Biden administration has committed over $1 billion to migrants in Latin America, while we aren't getting anything, but they want to tell us they can't give us reparations. Reparations is not about a handout. It's about what's owed. At the same time, when they deny reparations, it's not because they don't have the money. It's just based off of anti-black racism, period. Now, you say the Democrats are our friends. Yeah, Democrats, you poll them, the majority of Democrats don't even support reparations, so there you go. We have no friend on any political party, but that's okay. We didn't need the Democrats or the Republicans to get off the plantation. We didn't need them for Jim Crow. We didn't need them when we was fighting the black codes. We didn't need them when we was fighting the Klan. We did it all on our own. And trust me, you look at even the recent thing with George Floyd, which had the world on protesting. You understand? This is why they got mad at us, you know, when it comes to what's going on the other side of the world. You know the conflict I'm talking about. Why aren't y'all saying nothing? Both sides want us to say something. Why? Because if we speak on something, we give legitimacy to something. You understand? And we have the whole world talking about it. And when we're silent, people, they so entitled now to our voice that they get actually angry when we keep our mouth shut and worry about, listen, we're going to dedicate our voice to reparations. That's what we're going to dedicate our voice to. Because that's something that our community need. But shout out to this brother for doing this, comedy skit. Is very funny because we know exactly that would happen. But now, you got to be, part of our lineage. Your lineage has to go back to the plantation fields of America. I know some would say in the Caribbean, well, we were slaves too. You're right. You doggone right. The slave ship dropped us off over there and dropped you off. You're right. But your reparations going to come from the British. That's where it's going to come from. And once we finish reparations with this one, we got to hit the British up too. Because prior to July 4th, 1776, we was under British rule. So we got to hit them up too. But we got to deal with this one first. You know what I'm saying? So just, support us getting reparations and let's get candidates in there that's going to push it, fight for it. But I believe we're going to get it. I believe that they're going to be kind of forced to do it. That's why I'm going to be tripping on it as hard. Like, why we don't get reparations? It's going to come. It's going to come. They had people during slavery saying, man, y'all talking about we going to be free. Free? Man, you going to be right here on Master Plantation. And what ended up happening? People got free. So, yeah, it's just, we got to keep on, hammering that in. Don't let the conversation of reparations go. I know we get caught up into the political season with the Republicans and the Democrats and all that, but keep reparation on the table. Reparations, period. They got money for everything else. Well, we need money for reparations. If we're not going to get reparations, then, don't come holler at us.